Hey, hey everyone. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I hope all is well. Come on in the room. Come on. Come on in the room. Say hello when you come on. Come on in here. Hello. Say hello when you come on. Blessings, Ingrid. How are you? Who else is on here? Hey, Prophetess Ingrid. Come on in the room. Do me a favor, will you? Will you go ahead and share this, tag this? Tag some folks in here. Okay. Blessings to you all. Come on, I'm going to get started here in just a few moments. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, daughter. Good. Hey, Margaret. How are you? Margaret, did you get your candles? Hey. Hey, everybody. Yes, the candles are amazing. Good, 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 good. I'm excited. You got the Shekinah candles. I'm very excited that you got them. I really am. And I'm glad that you like them. All right, y'all, listen. I'm not gonna wait a little any longer. I've got a meeting in about 20 minutes. So I just wanted to come on here, do a quick admonishment. There are a lot of people who in times, many people will follow a leader. Many people have apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists, mentors, disciplers, accountability partners, all of that stuff. And this is a quick admonishment, really, to grow up the body and really to encourage, especially those of us who are part of Christendom and are in and in the church. I want to come back to prophetic. Okay. Um, Hello, India. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Listen, many of us follow or have, many of us do have spiritual fathers, mentors, spiritual mothers, accountability partners, disciplers, whatever you want to call them, pastors, teachers, evangelists, apostles, all of that great stuff. Um, and this coming from a leader, this is not a vent, but this is something from my own life that I really want to encourage the body with, to grow up the body, and to equip the body. Dino, what's up, little bro? Love you, man. Um, this is the thing. Many people will follow a leader, and many of you are leaders on here just by looking at the people who are on here and that have commented thus far. Many of you are leaders, and many of you have people who follow you. And many of you have people who will say, I'm looking to you to be the voice of God for my life. I'm looking for you. Hey, Annette, how are you? I'm looking for you to be a voice of God for my life. Hey, son, I see you, Apostle Cassie. Um, and I'm looking to you to be a voice of guidance. I'm looking to you to be a voice of impartation, to lead me, to guide me, to show me the way, to point me in the way, and everything like that. Hey, Janelle, how are you? Love your daughter. And so here's the thing: many people will follow the leader as long as it's comfortable. Hey, Miranda, how are you? They'll follow the leader as long as it's comfortable. Hey. And so the thing is, many people will follow the leader and say, hey, I'm looking to you for guidance. I believe you hear from the Lord, and they're eager to get prophecies from you, and they're eager to get all of these things from you. Hey, Eva. And once again, this is going to sound like a vent. I'm not venting. Hey, Corey. But this is for everyone to grow up, right? Across the board, across the body of Christ. And for those of us who have mentors or leaders, spiritual mothers, spiritual fathers, apostles, prophets, pastors, which mostly everyone has a pastor of some sort, teacher and evangelist. And so the thing is, bishop, if that's what your leader is, and many of us will say, oh yeah, I'm looking to my leader for advice. I'm looking to my leader for the word of the Lord. I'm looking to my leader to hear God. I'm looking to my leader to do all of this stuff. And you will trust the voice of your leader until it gets uncomfortable. It gets uncomfortable. Your leader might put a structure in place. Your leader might put a system in place. Your leader might change the game. Your leader might change how things are going. And then all of a sudden, you need to hear God for yourself. You need to go and pray and fast and seek the voice of the Lord. It's amazing how when things start to get tight, and once again, this is going to sound like a vent, but I am not venting. Trust me. Hey, Darshana, Pastor Darshana, how are you? Um, when things starts getting tight, when there's a system, an order placed in place, all of a sudden you need to hear God for yourself. You need to go to your little corner, your prayer chamber, and you need to figure out if God is telling you to stay, or if God is telling you to still be connected to the leader, if God is still all of this. All of a sudden, the leader's eyes are not calibrated right. All of a sudden, the leader is wrong. All of a sudden, you need to go and pray, and you need to get clarity, and you need to do all of this. But then 5 days earlier, when it came for business insight, when it came for ministry insight, when it came for lifestyle insight, when it came for leadership things, you had no problem trusting that leader. But then when it came to where it got tight on you, all of a sudden you need to hear God. You need to make sure that this is where God wants you to be. Once again, I'm not venting. I love everybody. But just in my own, I'm talking out of my own experience, because I know that God will use my life to bless people. There will be where people will all of a sudden get real sketchy and get real, oh, I don't know. I need to pray. But just like Apostle Eva would say, but you was just crying to the leader for a word. Can you please pray for me? Can you pray for me? Can you give me a word? Can you give me guidance? They give their support to you. They give their support to you. They give you their platform. They give you access to their network. They do all of this stuff. And then when things start to get tight, all of a sudden you need to hear God? Where was your hearing God when you was in the pickle that you were in? Where was your hearing God when your bills needed to be paid? Where was your hearing God when your spouse was acting a fool and you came to your leader for prayer and advice, or to tell your leader on your spouse? Where was your hearing God when it came to praying for your illness, your sickness, your family member? Where was your hearing God when it came to christening your child? Dedicating your baby? Where was your hearing God when you were up in the midnight hour crying because you did not know what you were going to do? Where was your hearing God then? Where was, and when your leader starts to put the squeeze on you and put pressure on you, or watch this, let me tell you out of my own experience, this is not a vent, but this is just a fact, and I'm using my own life to bless some of you leaders and to bless some of you that are following leaders. When your leader even starts to put a demand on your pour back, okay, we don't want to talk about this. We don't want to talk about this part right here. When your leader, your mentor, your discipler, your father, your mother, or whomever starts to put a demand on your pour back. Paul said this: if I sow into you spiritual things, is it robbery for me to reap of your carnal things? Meaning, if I am constantly praying for you, interceding for you, watching out for you, giving you insight, giving you revelation, giving you teaching, giving you knowledge, pushing you, ordaining you, consecrating you, elevating you, ascending you, pushing you, thrusting you, imparting into you, praying over you, and you, your husband, and your nappy-headed kids, all this stuff. If I, as your leader, am doing all of this for you, making the pathway straight for you, opening the doors for you, giving you insight and everything, is it robbery for me to demand a pour back? And so when there is a demand of a pour back, if you're going to want me to oversee your ministry, if you're going to want me to take care of your ministry and be oversight and the steward of your ministry and to be your covering, as we like to say in the church, we do. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? Okay. You want me to do all of that, and then all of a sudden, when I'm demanding or asking for a pour back, now it's your turn to sow into your leader, sow into the ministry, sow into that which you are benefiting from, give and do all of this stuff. All of a sudden, you need to hear God. You need to. All of a sudden you hearing God. And once again, I know this may sound like a vent, but I'm not venting. Really, I'm just speaking. I'm speaking a lot of this. I'm speaking a lot of sentiments from leaders, because y'all know I'm gonna say the stuff most leaders won't say. Number one, and then number two, for those of you who have a discipler, a teacher, a trainer, a spiritual mother, spiritual father, a pastor, apostle, bishop, whomever, pour back into them. Pour back into their ministry, pour back into their life. And it's not just go, I love it. And now, here's the thing. You're going to have to do that. You need to do that. Period. And when the leader turns around, because what happens is okay, I'm just gonna have to go here, and I'm getting off here in about 3 minutes because I got a meeting at 12. But I'm here to tell you, many of you will benefit, reap, and be enhanced, be advanced, get $1 million ideas for some leaders, do all of this stuff, and then you get it for free. And then when the leader turns around and say, "Yeah, no, we gonna all give. We gonna pour back. We're going to support. We're going to keep this thing afloat, and we're going to do it all together." All of a sudden, you need to pray and see if this is where you want to be, because there's a demand on you now. And that wasn't yelling at you. I was doing that to wake you up. All of a sudden, there's a demand on you to now kind of put your money where your mouth has been, or put your time where your mouth has been, put your energy where your mouth has been, lend your measure, your skill, your ability, your talent, and everything. Now that there is a moment, wake up. Now that there is a moment for you to rise up, all of a sudden you need to hear God. You wasn't just needing to hear God for yourself when it came to your knucklehead kids. You wanted me to talk to them. When it came to your husband or your wife, you wanted me to talk to them. You wanted me to talk to them. When it came to training you and putting you in a position and training you up for a position that you called to, you came to me for that. You ain't go to God for that. You came to me for that. And once again, I'm speaking as a leader. Right? So don't think I'm venting. I'm not venting. I am okay. Okay. But what happens when the prophet stops prophesying to you? What you gonna do then? What's going to happen when your apostle stops overseeing you? What if they just stop? What if they just stop imparting into you and equipping you and training you and empowering you, launching you and sending you, praying for you and fighting for you? What happens when they stop doing that? What happens when the prophet stops giving you a word? What happens when your pastor won't pray for you? What happens when the teacher won't do it? See, all of that. See, what we like to do is almost pigeonhole. I'm just talking. We like to pigeonhole our leader and almost manipulate our leader at times. You see what I'm saying? Doing all of this stuff, we'll pigeonhole our leader and we'll hold them down and we'll do all of this. But what happens when your leader won't lead you anymore? And I think that what happens is, because we are in this culture of, I could just block you if I don't like you, I can unfriend you if I don't like you. We don't know covenant relationships anymore. And I got to hurry up and get off of here. We don't know covenant relationships anymore. No, we don't. We don't manage them anymore because it's too easy to unfriend. It's too easy to block. It's too easy to make subtle statuses and subtle comments and all of this stuff. It's too easy to do that now. Too easy. It's too easy to do it. And so when it comes to the covenant relationship that God has established, all of a sudden you want to go back to God and see if this is the relationship that you want to be in. You want to go back to God and see if this is where you're supposed to be. Are you kidding me? Because something happened that you didn't like and you didn't want to confirm to. I know, Najee, I'm getting off. That you didn't want to confirm to. Hey, Najee, I know. Najee is like, sir. I'm just trying to help you. Just trying to help. Look at your relationships. Look at your covenant relationships. And if they're your leader, follow your leader. Follow God. And God put your leader in your life for a reason. And then when your leader do something and put the squeeze on you, all of a sudden you like, oh, I don't know if this is where I want to be. Miss me with all of that. Miss your leader with all of that. Now, I love all my people. I'm good. I am okay. I'm not venting. I'm just really helping you. I'm trying to help you grow up. Follow your leader. I ain't got no time. I only got 1 minute. Unless it's being okay. Yeah, I ain't got no time. All right. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to 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 help you. And I'm just trying to speak the heart of a lot of leaders. I'm just trying to speak the heart of a lot of leaders because I'm the one that's counseling these leaders that's wounded. I've been wounded by some of my own people. And I'm sitting here going, we don't know relationships no more. We don't have covenant relationships no more. And what's happening is people are killing their leaders. We're slaughtering shepherds now. And we're murdering prophets. Because now all of a sudden you want to go hear God and you need to see if this is where you want to be because you hearing God for yourself. But then miss me with all that. If you gonna hear God for yourself, hear God for yourself all the time. Don't go to your leader and ask them to pray for God and ask them to give you words of wisdom and words of knowledge and prophecy and business insight and all of that stuff. If you're going to hear God all the time for yourself, for your one self, don't even go to your leader. Be your own pastor. Be your own apostle. Be your own prophet. Miss them with all of that. And if you a leader not serving your people well, just doing whatever you want to do, shame on you. A little dab will not do them. You should be praying, interceding, fasting, fighting for, giving insight, wisdom, business advice, all of that stuff. Listen. Go and do something by yourself, but don't mess over the people of God. And if you following somebody, don't mess over your leader. If you did not know, and I'm gonna say this and drop the mic, and because I'm gone, I got a meeting. I'm 2 minutes late. You ready? You ready? You ready? If you did not know, your leader, your mentor, your pastor, or whoever is God's representative to you. It is who God sent to you. Hey, Crystal. It is who God sent to you. It is when Moses says, who should I say is sent me? He said, Ayah, Hasha, Ayah. Meaning, I am he sent. Meaning, I am the visual representative to God of God to you. I am his voice to you. I am his visualization to you. I'm all of this stuff. But you want to mistreat God's representative to you. Miss that leader with all of that. I love all of my Kingdom Life family. Thank y'all for honoring me. Y'all love me and I love y'all. But what I'm saying is, because I got to counsel all these leaders and dealing with all these leaders, miss your leader with all that manipulation and all of that stuff because it's a mess. And if you a leader not serving your people, you need to get yourself together, get some therapy, get healed, and be okay. All right, listen, I love y'all. I got to go. I hope that admonishes you. Grow up today. All right, grow up this year. Do the world a favor. Be somebody great. Love y'all. Bye.